Hi everyone, I'm Ali GREYMOND. Today I wanted to tell you about if you're in stage 1 of OCD recovery, if you're just starting out on the road of OCD recovery. The one thing that I see with everybody who's in this stage is you need to get over the shock of OCD. And I've been there certainly when I was just starting out with OCD recovery. Um, when I talk to people and they say, well, I've just only had OCD for just a little bit of time, so say just a few weeks or a month or something like that, they're still in that stage of, oh my God, I can't believe how real it feels. Oh my God, I can't believe how guilty I feel, how ashamed I feel, how vivid the images are. You know what I mean? It's they are in shock how basically how real OCD seems and how all-encompassing OCD is and feels. And you need to shake yourself out of that shock, because the longer you stay in that shock, it's like you're paralyzed and you can't do ERP because you're in that shocked state. And I compare that to clients who come to me after having OCD for years and years, and they're like, yeah, I know it feels real. Yeah, I know the guilt, the shame. I know. I just need to do recovery work now, Ali. So the perspective and their attitude is a lot different. And this is, if you're in that first group, you need to get to the second group. So every time it feels real, you need to kind of say to yourself, okay, yeah, feels real again, feels very real. How did it feel last time? Very real. How does it feel now? Very real. What was the percentage of realness? 100%, 99%? Okay, what is it now? 99%? But it can't be all true, so it's still a lie. And just get used to how real it feels, because you need to step over it and say, even though it feels so real, even though the images are so vivid, even though the fear is so high, I am still choosing to disregard. So you need to shake yourself out of that shock and view all of these things as symptoms of OCD. Even though they are extreme, they are still just symptoms. And the more you view them as just being symptoms, the more you are able to do recovery work and to step over them, because you're making that choice to say, yes, it feels extreme, but it's still just a symptom, no matter how extreme it seems. And yes, for me, it feels extreme, for me and a million or millions of other people who are dealing with the exact same thought. And I can tell you that I talk to people, well, every single day about OCD recovery, and there's not that many themes. The themes pretty much repeat themselves, and people from the same that are in the same OCD theme have pretty much the exact same thoughts, the exact same symptoms, the exact same compulsions and avoidance behaviors. There's not too much variety. It's very, very rare where I see something I can't even really remember an instance where it was something that was just surprising. It's all pretty much same situations and the same process of getting the person out of it. So you just have to look at it that no matter how shocking this seems to you right now, if you haven't had OCD for that long, it's really not shocking to a specialist such as myself. It's just shocking to you because you've never dealt with it. But it's in the big scope of things, it's not shocking. And you need to step over it and do recovery work, even though it feels very real, even though it feels very valid, and this, huge kind of looming thing that this one is real. This one I have to double check, or this one I have to do compulsions on. No, you really don't. And you need to refuse and step over it. Try to always handle it like this. If it's the same theme or the same themes, just disregard. Just push through and disregard, even though it feels real. I promise you, you will not be wrong. And uh, kind of look at this shock that you're feeling every time OCD gets extreme as something you do need to step over as you are going through recovery. If you just put focus on stepping over the shock of it all, it will naturally propel you forward, because you're disregarding the shock the same way. So just like you're disregarding the thoughts. So it will help. But I find that is a critical point, because I can tell you that people in the second category, right, like how I was saying, people who just got OCD and versus people who had it for a long time, people who've had it for a long time start to make progress. Once they start to do the recovery program, they start to make progress faster as a group. I can, the individual people are different, right? Obviously, but as a group, I see a bigger percentage of people starting to make progress faster when they've had it for a long time, because they're prepared to fight. They're not shocked by any of it. They've had it for years, or they had it for, whatever they did for a long time, versus the person who just got it. They're like, how could this even be happening? Well, I don't know how could this be even happening, but it's happening. So let's get past that and let's start focusing on recovery and not, how bad this is. That needs to be your attitude all the time. And then you will start to see progress. So you're focusing only on what you are doing. You're not focusing on how it feels, what it is, what the symptoms are. We're just saying, what did I do today? Did I put 100% of my effort into the OCD recovery? And if you did, then that's all that counts. Even if OCD was really, really bad and you feel like you still went back and didn't do as many refusals as you wanted to do, you gave in a lot. But if you gave 100% and it was still, you were still coming short and you were still end up giving in because it was just too overwhelming, then that's all you could do. And tomorrow you'll try again and again and again, and eventually you will start to win. So the effort is really what matters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find my videos helpful. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I do daily videos about all things related to OCD recovery. If you would like to do one-on-one recovery program with me, all the information is on youhaveocd.com and you can sign up from there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.